Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. You are the change. You are the change that needs to happen. It feels like you're a part of a movement. Something very divine, something very powerful that's happening to shift the energy. This could be something related to society, okay? You are rewriting a script that has been assigned to people for them to follow, and you're tearing it up and you're saying we get to do what we are led to do. Like there are people behind you as well. I'm getting like Moses vibes leading his people to the promised land, okay? And then I think of Harriet Tubman. Wow. Freedom writer? A freedom writer? This feels like something that's been coming through visions and a download, several downloads, okay? But I was reflecting on, in the 90s, I think it was CNC Music Factory. Anyway, there was this group that a woman was singing with, Martha Wash, a very, very talented vocalist. And she had a very powerful voice. And it was funny to me because I did look up the story once it came to me, and she's referred to as having a powerhouse voice. And one of the last readings, the title was You're a Powerhouse. But she had a very powerful voice, because she still performs. But the music label did not think that physically she was marketable. They said that her look was not marketable. So in the music videos, they replaced her with, I think it was a model, okay, who was slim and I guess met their standard of what they thought attractive was or beautiful was. But I didn't take time to really delve into the story a lot, but I remember hearing about it when I was young. I was aware of it, and I asked if she still is singing and performing, and apparently she's won Grammys and she is still a performer, and she's still doing what she loves to do. And so there's something here about, this could apply to you, where you may think that there's somewhere where you don't fit in, okay? Or maybe there's something that you are called to do. I'm hearing natural born, like whatever this is, like if you're a singer, if you're an artist, if you're a writer, you're a natural born writer, a natural born artist, a natural born singer, a natural born whatever it is that you do. You were born to do this thing. And I'm hearing gone are the days where you had to fit a certain bill. You are the bill. You are the change. You are the movement that needs to happen in order to open the doors. Okay? This is about freedom. So nobody can stop you. And since that particular being did come through, I think it's just very encouraging to know that she still did what she was called to do, and she's still doing it at the time that I'm recording this reading. Okay, you see how that came out? It was like splitting the Red Sea, parting the Red Sea. Doors are being opened for you in a very magical way. This is something that can't be stopped. Nobody can stop what is on your path to experience. Nobody, okay? The only person who has power over that is you. Okay, so we have these cards. Sitting with Sorrow. This is card 26. shielding, protecting, and grounding. I can already tell you right now, you're protecting your energy from someone who is sitting with sorrow, or this is somebody who wanted you to be sitting with sorrow. They wanted you to remain stagnant and stuck in a place where you were not doing what you were called to do. This is a person who has not fulfilled their dreams. I'm hearing there's a list of things that they've done, but they have not done their soul's work. They've checked a lot of boxes, but none of those boxes were what they truly want to do. So there's something about them seeing you not sitting with sorrow, because I'm getting that you have experienced sorrow. I mean, who hasn't, right? But you process the feelings that you have differently. You don't make your sorrow other people's issue. You process it, you feel it, you grieve it, you work through it, and you grow. So you don't sit with sorrow, you grow from sorrow, okay? And there are times where we are just called to grieve, right? It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with processing that sorrow, but you don't take that sorrow and claim it as what you're stuck with for the rest of your life. That's what's coming through. Okay, so card number 4 is shielding, protecting, and grounding. You're shielding and grounding yourself. You're shielding yourself from this energy. I'm seeing like that light right there. They're trying to get in your head. There's somebody who wants to get in your head. And they want you to think that you're limited in areas that you absolutely are not. This could be a situation either of, it feels like karmic family, either toxic, like a toxic parent figure, or it could be a mother or father figure, or it could be someone that you were involved with intimately, okay? It could be someone that you shared a friendship with, but I'm seeing like these remind me of ribs here. So I'm thinking of the biblical story where Eve was taken from Adam's rib. So I'm getting that masculine, feminine energy, okay? But it could also be a relationship with a parent. It could be it's something where there was a deep bond at some point, or there was a desire for a deep bond. Somebody desired. Oh, I heard desires. Divine said, don't put that in the past tense. Somebody desires a deep bond with you. Yeah. Experiencing the reality of change. Seeking healing water. Okay, so this person who's sitting with sorrow, they feel stuck with their emotions and they want to lean on you for like as a life raft. Is that a thing? Salvavidas? A life, what is that? You know, the donut thing? Salvavidas. Lifesaver. Yes. Oh, and so the way that came to me was like the candy. I saw the candy and then I thought lifesaver. Ashe, thank you, spirit. However y'all get it to me, thank you, I'll take it. But this person feels like you're sweet like candy. They see you as, you know, like when a person has a sweet tooth or an addiction to candy or sugar, right? It's like they want your energy as a high. They want to feel, I just saw 9/11 on the timer. They feel like this is an emergency. They're seeking healing water because right now they feel like they are drowning in their sorrow. This is a person who is, oh, I heard lost in the sauce. So there could be substance issues here, okay? This person could be drinking heavily. Now, with this card, experiencing the reality of change, what's happening is they're experiencing the reality of the consequences of their actions, and they don't like it. And it's got them feeling like, you see how it looks like her eyes are down here, and it just, her face looks like, what I get from this, it's abstract of course, but what I'm seeing in this is that this person feels like they don't recognize themselves. And it's because they're not in control. So they want to exert control and dominance over you. They want to race you to what they see as a finish line. So, and I didn't even realize I'm gazing at an on-off switch on my light. So it's like they want to hit pause or off on your process so that they can get ahead, because for them everything is about competition. So they feel like if you make it to your dreams and your goals first, you know, it's not something that can be quantified like that anyway, right? It's like you're gonna be 80, 90, 100 years old still living your dreams, right? Beyond that, okay, you are gonna have a very long life, Ashe. But this person feels like everything to them is about quantity. It's about numbers. It's about, I've got to beat them. I've got to make it to the finish line first. And it's like, you don't see things that way, beautiful being. For you, it's about a whole experience. It's about this present moment where you are. And so it's not about competition or some on and off switch. Okay, mentalizing emotional impressions. So this person, what I'm getting is rumination here. It's like this person is constantly ruminating over what you've got going. There are things that they assume about you because when they see you, they feel a certain way. When they see something that you do, this person doesn't even have to technically be in your life at this point. 1222 on the timer. They want a new start to make a connection with you. That's what this is. 1222. So they could be observing you somehow. This could be like stalking behavior. They could be looking at you online or looking at something that you do or post or share online. They could be asking friends about you or asking family members about you. And so whatever it is, I'm hearing that they sense, that they hear about you, that they see that you have done or created or shared with the world, or whatever it is that you're doing. Or if they catch a glimpse of you at the grocery store, whatever this is, however it is that they're picking up glimpses of you. That's what I heard. So it feels like it's something that they're seeing, whether it's online or with their physical eyes. They are processing what they're seeing as an ending, because I just saw 1313 on the timer. For them, it makes them feel like when they see you living your best life, when they see you out here living, breathing, doing your thing. Okay, I just heard living your dreams. So there's something that you're doing to be in that energy of what your soul wants you to do and where your soul wants you to be. So congratulations to you, because that is not an easy thing to do in this matrix. Whenever we do what we are truly called to do, what our soul has us doing, is never easy, especially at the beginning. So no matter where you are in this process, Divine is just saying you are doing a beautiful thing by following your soul's desire, what your soul wants for you in this life. So they're taking these impressions of what they're seeing of you and they're processing it in a very deeply emotional way. It's like something that you would say, you got all of that from seeing me at the grocery store smiling at somebody? You got all of that from seeing me hold a door for this person? You got all of that from seeing me post this article, post this blog, post this. So now they're feeling like their life is over because they're seeing you out here doing what you're supposed to do. 1444 on the timer. And you're protected, by the way. All those fours. Okay, but that's them looking at you And you see how her mouth is open? It's like they look at you in awe, in amazement. But that's because there's such a huge gap between your vibe and theirs. Because they're fixated on what they don't need to be fixated on. Releasing emotional weight. This is what you have done, is you have released emotional weight. Okay? There could be something here also about eating out of like emotional pain. This could be something that you did at a certain point in your life, or this could be something that this person is now doing as they are sitting with sorrow. Okay? Oh, you know what I'm getting? You may have made a change in your life where you are aligning with healthy choices, making healthy choices. And so whatever used to have power over you in your life, whether it was maybe at one time a substance or food, or it could have been any kind of addiction or something that you leaned on, you have learned now to lean on the divine energy within you and on your connection with the divine. And so this person sees that, and it intimidates them, it scares them, because they see your progress. But you've done things that a person has to do for themselves. It's nothing that you can do for somebody else. And that's what they're expecting, is for you to put everything on hold to come and rescue them. They want you to be their lifesaver. I got it now. Lifesaver. What's that donut thing? I might be good at charades. I don't know. I haven't played charades in a long time, but yeah. Okay, I'm guided to this deck. Thank you, Spirit. Guidance from above. And that's why you are so successful. This is card 32. 3s and 2s might be significant to you, or you might be seeing them at this time. Also 23, 3222, 2333. You are tapped in, tuned in. I heard and turned on. So that on-off switch is something about this person wanted you offline. Now, if you do something online, maybe they wanted you to stop. Maybe that was, you know, that's the on-off thing there. I am getting that, because it really is like I'm sitting here looking at an on-off switch. They wanted you to stop something. I'm hearing cut that out. Cut that out. It's like you're doing too well. You're shining too brightly. Cut that out. No, you will never. Okay? And because you receive guidance from above, you are so wise. This is the owl spirit coming through. You know I love my owls. Woo, woo. Okay? You might hear owls hooting. Hootie and the blowfish that's coming through. Yeah, you're wise and your wisdom shows. Everyone can see evidence of your wisdom, and it's because you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. Okay, this card keeps coming out, this big old deck, and this card keeps coming out. It came out in either the last reading or the reading before that. But this person, I'm getting that they wanted to get high off of your energy. And what they're realizing is that whenever they were able to siphon your energy, like they really did feel like they were on a substance. They really felt like that. So this person has a very addictive personality. They develop addictions to things very easily. Now, that could be something that you have conquered in your life. 1919 on the timer. Also, with 19, that's the Sun card. There could be something that you have revealed about yourself. Maybe you're telling your story about something that was a struggle for you, and you have overcome it. It's something about overcome. I'm hearing, we shall overcome. That is an old spiritual, I believe. I keep getting like Harriet Tubman and Moses, like these people who have led, I should say these divine beings who have led their people to freedom. right? And that's, oh wow, that's what you're doing. I just got chills and goosebumps. Whatever it is that you are doing, you are leading people to freedom. And this feels like something that you're able to do because, number one, it already came through that you were naturally born to do this. Okay, you have this natural gift, but also there's something that you've conquered, that you've overcome. And it's like that gave you the key that unlocks these gifts within you. And you overcame. I mean, when I say overcame, you overcame, okay? Like, there's something super substantial. I'm seeing like a mountain. It's like you were pushing the mountain. It was such a huge obstacle. And it feels like something that was going on that you overcame externally. So there could have been people attacking you, coming against you, wanting to conquer you. Because I think of like the conquistadores, the colonizers, okay? It's kind of like that spirit that was trying to overcome you, right? Seeing something beautiful and wanting to overtake it, wanting to steal it for themselves, just wanting to take your energy because they didn't feel like going through the work and effort of doing that for themselves. 2121 was just on the timer. This cycle has closed. And that makes this person very uncomfortable because now they're like, I can't have my way. You're not letting me in. What am I supposed to do now? You know, they were in this hot air balloon trying to get away with a free ride on your energy, and you closed the door on that. You were like, no, you shall not. And now they don't know what to do. So what is the guidance here, Spirit? Like, do you see that? Now it came out in reverse, but look at that. Somebody is screaming for help. Okay, I just got a memory of when I was a little girl. I had a friend in school and she lived like in a remote area. It was like kind of like in the country. And I went to her house one time. And I remember I was like little. I was like maybe in 4th grade, maybe 5th. And my mom was driving me in these back roads to go see. Her name was Amy. Amy might be significant here. But anyway, there was this man who would sit. It was like, I don't know what he was sitting on. I want to say like a rock or maybe it was a chair. I don't know, but I know he was sitting. And it was like right in front of a very forested area. And he would just say, he would sit there all the time, right? And because it was an area that we passed that was not, you had to go way back in the woods to get to her house. But in this area where he was, we passed by there a couple of times. And he would go, help me, help me. And I just remember that made me feel so sad to hear him wailing for help. And, you know, I can only imagine that my mom, and this was in the 80s, okay, she probably did not want to stop and ask this man who could have had whatever, I don't know. Hopefully, if I saw something like that now, I would make a phone call or do something to help. But I just remember as a little girl feeling like it was so sad knowing that he was there always begging for help. And so that's coming through. I don't know if that man was homeless or not, but there's something about that level of desperation and something about not being grounded enough to feel like you can access help. That's where this person is. They truly feel lost. Now, this is not coming through to put any burden on you. It's just to prepare you because this, look, this card says seeking help. It says, now, it's in the reverse. So what this says is, I want to support you spiritually and not feel bounded by your struggles nor the opinions of others. I'm here to lift you up, even if you're unsure of what the future holds. So this feels like, and I'm going to try to remember to link the video, but channeled a video recently where it's like when you know that someone needs your help, but there are just certain things that are keeping you away from that person, where maybe they crossed a line, where maybe this person was abusive. Maybe this person came for you or one of your family members, you know? And that takes me back to that story. It's like, there's a reason why my mother did not reach out to that man. Maybe she didn't feel physically safe. I mean, these are all things we have to think about when we are going to help someone. We want to help, but then we also have to protect ourselves, right? Wow, Spirit. What else is coming through here to clarify this for this beautiful being? Destiny. Passionate love and strong desire bring you fulfillment and joy. Now, this is something that Divine is protecting for you, because it is in your destiny to have a passionate divine love. And this experience is protected. There could be fantasies that this person who wants your help is having about wanting to be with you in a way where you're not going to be with them like that. And that could be what Spirit is saying. Be careful. You know, you're divinely protected, but don't open a door that this person would feel like, oh, this is a sign we're supposed to be together. That's what that is. That's what that is. Spirit is saying to be aware. Yeah. What's coming through, Spirit? They're saying this person is looking for any just tiny little sign or something that they could process as a sign where you would be like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's do this. Let's be together. They are in a state now, a state of mind where they would take something that you would say, where maybe you're just being kind. Maybe you just, even after what you have been through with this person, you still don't wish ill upon them. Good for you. Okay, good for you. And that does speak to the kindness of your heart and the beauty of your soul. But what Spirit is saying here is, with this one, you got to be careful. What was that? Seven of Cups, because this person is living in a state of delusion. Maybe one of these ankhs is like, look, it's upside down. You're like, we're not having a new beginning, because ankhs are new life. The key of life. It's the key of life. So if you're like, we're not getting a new start, this is over. But what they hear is, maybe there's a chance. You see what I'm saying? Page of Wands. This would be more than likely through some sort of communication. Okay? It could be through written communication, or it could even be something that you create that they think, oh, that's for me. Now, Spirit is being very clear. Don't put limits on what you are creating because of this person. Just be aware of the fact that they are taking things and processing it in a way that is very distorted. But they're taking everything that they see as some sort of distorted, sure, yeah, we could have a go round. Sure. That's how they're processing everything that you do. But don't allow that to hinder you creatively or otherwise. Because with this Destiny card, it's in your destiny to experience a very sweet love, a loving connection that is safe and protected. I'm seeing this Page of Wands as your creative spirit that is protected. It's just that what this person sees, how they see everything is distorted. So they take everything as a, maybe we could, and you're not saying that at all. Yeah, because we got Page of, or Scribe of Ankhs. They see everything as a flirtatious invite, because that's how they're processing it. This person is experiencing mental illness and a very deep state of illusion and delusion. What is the guidance here, Spirit? What is this beautiful being being guided to do? Okay, we've got Page of Swords and Two of Wands. The first thing I'm getting here is just know that this person is watching. But also here at the bottom of the deck, there's something about you preserving your energy. With the moon, I'm going to take a deeper look into that, but there is something that Divine wants you to keep to yourself. With the Hermit, you are aware. You are, I see somebody like with their flashlight, like they're going in, and awareness is key. And whatever awareness you gain, whatever insight you become aware of, you'll know exactly what to do with it, because you're seen here as the Hierophant. So these are two cards that I associate with wisdom. With the Hermit, that's awareness and wisdom and the ability to look at a situation and see all the details that you need to see. But then also Thoth here, Tahuti. You're the Hierophant and you are spiritually wise. You know what to do with the awareness that you have. You won't allow it to scare you. Divine, please clarify that. Yeah, because that's the warning here. Don't let the awareness that you have of this person to take you to a state of Ten of Swords. Because with the Six of Cups here, you are making connections. You are connecting on a soul level with beautiful beings. And your soul has a divine plan for you that cannot be hindered, cannot be stopped. All right. And what I just got with this Moon card is that there is still energy that this person is trying to send. The goal of it is to have you in the Ten of Swords, because like it came through earlier, they see everything with you as a race, but they also want to be with you. It's very demented. It's like they feel like they're in a competition with you. They want to be in a relationship with you, but they also want to wear you down. It is extremely, it's crazy, but it's also evil and it's twisted. Okay. Anything else about this Ten of Swords Moon, Spirit? Oh, they said go here to the Energy of Afflictions deck to see what they're trying to pull energetically. Knowledge is power. You know, and I think that lady sang, Martha Wash, I've got the power. Didn't she sing that song? I don't know. But that's kind of like the style of song or music that she used to sing. Like that electronic 90s type of vibe. But you've got the power. You've got the power. You're not going to let anybody stop you. You're not going to allow anybody to pull any illusions, pull the wool over your eyes, making you think that you don't have access to something that your soul has ensured is truly for you. 3333 on the timer. What is this person trying to do? A binding jar. Okay, so they do using the jars. Okay. You know, you can do beautiful things with jars. I have a video from a long time ago about a protection jar spell for your children going back to school. But this person uses it to bind and trying to control. All right. Trying to have control. I'm seeing like they may have put you and them in a jar, like, you know, trying to do that energetically because they want both of you together. So what that tells me is that this person is willing to risk everything because they want to be with you. And that's demented and delusional in and of itself. Yeah, everything for them at this point is a last ditch effort. 3434 on the timer, because they know that things have ended for them. They are royally screwed. And they know this. This came out in the last reading. Okay, they've paid a dark practitioner. I would say an evil practitioner, because not everyone who works with dark energy is evil, okay? But this person does evil work. They've paid a dark practitioner, an evil practitioner. Oh, but you know what I'm getting here? Whoever this was that they paid, the person, it's almost like this person that paid an energy worker to work against you, they feel like they were siphoned by that practitioner. They feel like the practitioner is an emotional vampire, because there's something here about them not, I'm hearing them say, I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that. So this practitioner has somehow become aware of who you are, and they are aware of your energy signature. Good for them, because apparently they've checked into something, or they've looked you up or something. I'm getting they did their homework, and they're not willing to work against you. Yeah, now this person who paid for work to be done against you, they feel like they are suffering from their own baneful magic. Yeah. They don't have a crew anymore. That's the thing. They used to feel like they had a lot of people that were joining in their efforts against you, and now they're in that help me mode. They feel homeless. I'm just gonna say that. They feel homeless. Whether they've been evicted or not, this person feels homeless. So that could be literal, or it could be figurative, where they feel like they just don't have support against you like they used to. Okay, they're saying pull a couple from here. Yeah, because you're in your north node. That's divine protection for you. Yeah, and all this energy is blocked. Thank you, Spirit. Hey. Okay. Don't you worry about a thing. I love that song. The lady who sang some of the tracks in Sing, she sings a really pretty version, but Stevie Wonder, okay? Yes, don't you worry about a thing. Yeah. I'm hearing you have every reason to be unbothered. So awareness is key, because this person is taking everything that you do as a, oh yeah, there's another chance. But I feel like this is coming through because there could be a time where you might have to say, look, absolutely not. Like if this person were to approach you, or if they were to reach out to you, it's gonna have to be a no, no, hail to the no, not today, not tomorrow, not next year, okay? But I wish you well. Kind of like that, where it's like very clear. They might would even take that, but you're a divine feminine. I was saying they might take that and run with it, but yeah, there's something here that is over. It is over. And that's what they see, is that any connection that they had with your divine feminine energy, even if you're male, it doesn't matter, male, female, you're coming through as a divine feminine here. So your intuition is turned on. Your nurturing energy is vibrant and beautiful. And that's what they want access to, but they don't want to nurture it. So think about that. You see somebody whose divine feminine energy is lit. It is beautiful. It is, we could even say it's dark, because divine feminine is dark, right? Like the moon, the night. But it is so beautiful, and I'm hearing smooth and sweet and just balanced, right? They want access to it. They want to enjoy it, but they don't want to nurture it. That's just like people who want to feast off of Mother Earth's energy, but don't want to give back to her. They want to use up her resources, but they don't want to plant a tree here and there. They don't want to tend to a garden here and there. Okay? So, or do anything else that we could do for Mother Earth. Okay? So that's exactly this person's energy. They just want to, I keep getting conquistador energy, colonizer energy, people who don't care about the state of Mother Earth. That's their vibe. They really don't care. And to be honest with you, yes, I'm seeing this as something is over for you, as far as your connection to this person, but just realize that this, with that on-off switch that I was saying, that's what they want to do to your energy, is they want to siphon it all for themselves so that there is nothing left for you. And they will not be able to do that. And they don't know how to handle it. Okay, and it's not your job to get them to be okay through this. It's just your job to keep doing what you're doing so beautifully and not let them stop you. Be aware of the energy that they're sending you, because as the psychic, intuitive, divine, healing being that you are, you're going to be aware of it. But divine is saying that when you hear that, help me, don't let it stop you. Because I'm not talking about all people who, you know, are in that state, but this person right here, that is what they have. That's the place they've driven themselves to. That's the destination where they are right now because of the choices that they have made. And so to try to pull that person out of that state right now, all that's going to do is delay their progress. It's like enabling somebody. It really is. Helping this person in any significant way other than just, you know, maybe sending them positive energy and saying, I wish you well, boo, but you got to stay over there. Doing anything more than that would actually hinder them more than help them, because they need to learn from this failure, as we all have done. When I've made choices that ended me up in the left, you know, I had to get myself out, right? And I didn't get myself out by being rescued by somebody. Yeah, you're the high priestess, and that's what you need to focus on. Look, divine feminine and priestess. And that's exactly why this reading is coming through, is because you are intuitive. You are energetically sensitive. And I know you know what's coming through with these energies, but don't let it stop you. Because yes, they want to stop your progress. They want to stop you from flowing and vibing and being intuitive, but they cannot, because you're aware. And while you don't have anger and resentment and hatred in your heart for this person, you certainly don't have a place in your space for them. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be enabling. All right. They're saying this deck, even though this was not a love reading, well, that Destiny card did come through. So I feel like Spirit is guiding this reading back to, as we close, guiding this reading back to what you've got going on for you, the love in your life. Okay, you're making positive memories. You're making beautiful memories. Release. So there's something, because this came out on the fence. There's something here that is being released, but it could feel difficult sometimes. Maybe because there's this desire that someone has to hold on, all right? And you're wanting to move forward and progress, and they're wanting to put these birds back in the cage. I know why the cage bird sings. I think that's by Toni Morrison. I'm not sure. But Toni Morrison is coming through. Pillar and commitment. You know what I just got? There is a beautiful being in your life that is like a pillar of strength, and you have access to a wonderful commitment and a wonderful bond here. But that's what this being from the past ultimately wants to turn upside down for you, especially if this person was intimately connected to you at one time, or if they wanted to be. There's something about them wanting to turn the possibilities that you have in life upside down, but they will not be able to. Seeing these on the fence, it's like you are completely in control of that. You are the one who gets to decide where your life goes, the direction that you move in. And so you're not going to allow anything that this person is trying to do to influence you. You're protecting your thoughts, you're protecting your emotions, you're protecting your overall vibe. And you're aligning with the creative energy that you have, that you've been blessed with, and that you continue to develop. And yeah, the things that you were born to do, and you know what that is, because you have gifts that you were born with. Focus on that. Let that be your focus, and do that without any fear, without any second guesses. Just move forward with the gifts that you have. And that is honestly your best form of protection, is to focus on you. If you get wind of this person trying to get a hold of your energy or trying to step into your space in the physical realm, know what it is. You've already seen this reading, so you already knew. You already felt it anyway. Continue to protect yourself by keeping those boundaries set and firm and focusing on you. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm so grateful that you allow them to flow through me. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I appreciate you so much. And I also appreciate your beautiful energy that you send through likes, shares, kind comments, donations, hypes, everything that you do, every bit of sweet energy that you send to In Her Dreams. I appreciate it so much. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.